Once again, very good morning to you all. Last class we discussed and learned about various ways of plants reproduction. And what was those? Reproduction from seeds, spores, reproduction from stems, from leaves and from roots. Today we will start the structure of a seed. But children, do you know what is a seed? If anyone asks you, then you will tell a seed is a hard, round or oval object which is produced by a plant. Have you all seen a seed? Yes, there are many kinds of seeds. Some are tall, some are small, some are big, some are round with different colors, isn't it? You can see the structure of a seed. The outer covering of the seed is called the seed coat that protects the seed. The work of the seed coat is to protect the seed. On one side of the middle of the seed is a small scar, which you can see from here. A scar. Scar means a mark, means a nishan. In Hindi we say nishan or dag. Okay, that is a scar. That is called a scar. The scar is the mark of the seed where it was attached to the fruit. So this is the scar which is attached to the fruit. So that's why this mark or this scar is here, because it was attached to the fruit. There is a very small tiny hole present just near the scar. Can you see a very small hole present near the scar? This hole allows the water to enter inside the seed so that the seed gets the water and then it will swell up. It will start swelling. Clear? So this was all about the outer structure of the seed. Next we will learn the inner structure of seed. Yes? You can see this is the inside structure of a seed. Once we remove the seed coat, then we will open the seed. We see the two seed leaves, the two halves of the seed. First half, second half. They are called the seed leaves. Children, these seed leaves are called as the cotyledons of a seed. Okay? I'm telling once again, the two halves of the seed are called the seed leaves and the two seed leaves are called as the cotyledons. Okay? This one cotyledon, this one another one cotyledon. So these are two cotyledons of a seed. But all seeds do not have two cotyledons. Some seeds have only one seed leaf, so they are with single cotyledon seeds. For example, your corn, your rice, they are all having single seed leaf, so they are with single cotyledon. In between the two cotyledons, there is a baby plant which is called the embryo. Okay, this is a small baby plant which is called the embryo. The embryo contains a baby shoot and a baby root. One which will grow towards upwards and one which will grow downwards. So it contains both baby root and a baby shoot. The seed leaves or cotyledons protects their baby plant. So the work of the cotyledon is to protect this small baby plant and it also stores food for the baby plant. The baby plant is called the seedling of the seed. What is the seedling of the seed? The baby plant is called the seedling of the seed. Now, when the seeds get proper warmth, sunlight, enough water and air, then the seed will produce a new plant. But if any of these things is missing, okay, if sunlight is missing or if water is missing or if air is missing, any of this thing is missing, then the seed will not be able to grow a new plant. It will not be able to produce a new plant. The food which is stored inside the cotyledons help the seeds to grow. Okay, the food which is contained or stored inside the cotyledon helps the seeds to start growing. So, the entire process of the growth of this baby plant from a seed to a new plant is called as germination. Clear? First of all, children, we will sow a seed inside the soil. We will place a seed inside the soil. Then we will start watering it regularly, and also we will keep it under the sun because sunlight is also important. Then after some days, the seed will produce a baby plant. The seed will start to swell up and it will produce a baby plant, and the baby plant is called as embryo. Then after that it will start growing to a small plant and then to a normal plant, and after that it will grow and come to a big plant. Okay, so the entire process by which the seed got water, sunlight, proper air, warmth, everything, the entire process of the growth of a seed to a baby plant is known as germination. Clear, children? The process of growth of a baby plant from a seed is called as germination. Now, children, just see, I have brought some seeds from my kitchen. Okay, these are the seeds, very hard. Okay, I'm pressing, it's not able to open because it's not swelled, it has not got water, anything. So now it is very hard, the seeds are very hard. You can see from here, I can show you something. Like, see children, you can see a scar, and below the scar is a hole for which the water will get inside and the seeds will start to swell. So these are the hard seeds, but I have soaked some seeds inside the water, which you can see. Let me take it out. Okay. So see children, let me just squeeze this water, excess water from it, so that I can show you. See children, you can clearly see the scar in the seed, and below the scar is a small hole, very small hole, and from that hole the water get inside the seed. Okay, from the small hole the water gets inside the seed. Now let me open the seed coat of this seed. You can see the brown part is the seed coat. You can see, wait just a minute, I am opening with one hand only because just see, it is coming out because it has already swelled. Okay, it has already started to swell and it has get enough water. You can see in my hand, this is the seed coat of the seed. Now the cotyledons I'll show you. You can see how the seeds look. Okay, yes. Now the cotyledons, you can see here the embryo starts to grow, the baby plant. Now let me open the cotyledon. Yes, just see. Clear children? You can see the two halves of the seed. The two halves of the seed, first half and second half. Okay, and this is the baby plant which will start to grow if I will keep it for longer time. I kept it only for one night and it started to grow this much and it started to swell. Okay, another one also I have. If you want, I will open this also. It is also ready to come out. It's seed coat. I have to take it out and you can see the seed coat is coming. Very easy children, you can find out in your own kitchen. Half of the science is inside the kitchen also, you can see. Okay, so see, this is the seed coat which I took it out, and these are the two halves of the seed. Clear? These are the two halves, the two seed leaves, the two cotyledons, and its embryo is also there which came inside my hand. Okay, the seed leaves which will start to grow. You can see it is almost ready. So now you're clear, children. This is the seed coat. These are the two halves, means the two seed leaves, two cotyledons, and inside that the baby plant is there, embryo, which will grow to a normal plant. So children, I hope now you are clear about the structure of seed and germination process. In germination process, proper air, water and sunlight is also very important. Along with that, good condition of soil is also necessary so that the seed will be able to grow to a new plant. Clear the process of germination? So, I hope children you have understood. Go through this video again, and if you want to try this experiment, you can do this experiment at home also. You can take seed at your home, any of your seed, and bean seed especially is very easy to do this experiment. So you can take any bean seed from your home and you can do this. It's very easy. Okay, but take your mama's permission, your parents' permission, and then do this, and don't waste children. Okay, because I have shown you, so it's not compulsory to do this experiment at home. You can just give a try if you want it, otherwise it is not compulsory. So thank you, children. Bye bye. Page number 33 in your science textbook. Activity: weigh and measure some dry seeds. Note their shape. Soak them overnight in water. Wipe them dry and weigh them again. Compare the size and shape of the wet and dry seeds. Can you now say why there is a difference in wet and shape? First of all, children, this activity you do not have to do it in your science copy. You will not write this in science copy. No need to write anywhere. Just listen to me what I am saying. That's it. Okay. Again I am telling you, this activity you don't have to write in your copy. Clear? So children, as you know, I have showed you in the video also. Listen to me carefully. Before soaking in water, the seeds were light in wet, dry and hard in shape. You also know, you have also touched a seed. So before soaking in water, the seeds were light and hard in shape. But after the seeds were soaked in the water for overnight, the seeds absorbed the water and it started to swell. And now it has become little bit heavier as it has got the water inside. So that's why it has swelled and now it is heavier as compared to the previous shape and size. And why there is a difference in wet and shape? This is because the seeds absorb the water, so that is why there is a difference in the wet and shape of the seed. So children, I hope you understood this activity. You don't have to write this activity in anywhere. Okay? If you want to write in your book, it is your wish, but you don't have to write the activity in your copy. Page number 34. The next activity: place cotton in 4 dishes. Place bean or gram seeds on the cotton in all of them. Keep the dishes in the conditions mentioned in the table. Observe the seeds for a few days. Write down whether the seed starts growing. What is your conclusion? In the first condition, the seed got water, air and warmth. So the observation is seed will grow. Next, the seed got water and air but not warmth, so the seed will not grow. In the third condition, the seed got air and warmth but no water, so the seed will not grow. And in the last one also, the seed got water and warmth but no air. Again the seed will not grow. As you know, that seed needs air, water and warmth. All 3 conditions are necessary for a seed to grow. So children, this activity you can write down with the help of your pencil in your book. Okay? So as I hope you understood, previous activity also you can write down with the help of your pencil in the book only. but it is not compulsory. Okay, it is not compulsory to write down in the copy. You will only write down in your book with the help of your pencil. Thank you, children.